Yeah, should be good now. Let me just run a quick check. Check, 1, 2, 3, check.
I can hear you.
Oh yeah, I'm just checking on YouTube. It takes 30 seconds to go around. Yep, seems to be working.
Hello.
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 Hey everyone. Hey Sandra, we can see you now.
Yeah, I have back. My voice is back to a certain extent.
That's good. Hey Vlad.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Fred.
I think some background noise from Dave.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right, we'll probably give a minute or two for people to join. Somebody. It's delayed. Vlad, question for you. Do you know if Livio is going to join, or is he busy with the trainings today?
I guess he's pretty busy, but maybe he'll be able to answer me if I ask him something on chat or something like that between.
Okay. But he shared with you all the access, right? And
yeah, but I didn't have time to prepare because I was also busy with testing the training and other things. But
absolutely.
I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, maybe you can. While we're waiting for people, maybe you can check that you can log in and access it.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Okay, well, I'm not sure if Ole is joining today, but we'll do a little agenda for today. I did not have time to paint it or anything, but yeah, basically we'll wanted to do a little bit of recap of what we did yesterday. So there are few developments after we wrapped up for the day. First, they've implemented more or less in full SHA-256 and 512-256, and we've been able to test it against. So I've been able to send him calls from my test UA and authenticate successfully. Eventually, we went through few back and forth, but that worked fine. Then I also wanted to bring up quite a note from yesterday. I think we did not mention it very well, but there is a DNS setup. So if whenever you send in calls to each other, just try to use that because it makes it quite a lot easier. The last column in that sheet.
Максим.
Must be Giovanni's fault.
So yesterday we saw that FreeSwitch is only able to, as a client, is only able to send an authorization request when it receives a challenge that has only MD5 hash and no more than that one. I mean, if he receives more than one hash, it doesn't challenge. Ciao Fred.
Hello, check. Say something.
Sound is there.
It works now.
Oh yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the dongle somehow disconnected itself. So yeah, I was trying to say, where was I? Trying to share some notes from yesterday. So it's this document. So this note here, it's been unconfirmed. So I got back to the regional author of the RFC and kindly replied that we can can use different nonce for each challenge. So this is not a requirement. This one, number 4. And believe this the previous one we checked that against RFC 3261, and it seems to be in a good shape. So as a result, I actually updated my my test scenarios. They're now generating different nonces for every challenge, and so this should be good. Now then, we don't have Livio, so we probably won't bother to retest it. My script's all running, so if you guys actually that's not true. I think it might be a good idea to test it again with at least SIPvicious client.
What needs to be tested again?
If you can send us the calls and try to authenticate using new algorithms. Yesterday Alfred done it, so we probably have everything set up. So this is the case. I think the case number. If you look at that document from yesterday, I probably yeah, everyone has access. So that corresponds to the case 1D and 1D as Danny or Dennis. And
we'll repeat that test.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Can do that.
So you basically look at that spreadsheet with the details.
Yep, happy to do that as soon as.
And another thing that since Dave has now implementation, maybe you can also send some traffic to him. His parameters in here.
Sure, we can try to do that. I think Alfred did some test earlier today, and that kind of didn't work, but it's best to do it again and check with Dave what's up with the SHA implementations. The MD5 works fine.
Okay.
So test should be against 562, right?
Yes.
560. Okay. Seems quite slow, actually. Not sure.
Can you guys hear me type?
No.
All right, good. I'll still mute myself.
Is the server still up, Maxim?
I think
I'm
it
not
is.
getting a reply.
Oh, you don't get any reply? Okay, I can restart it.
Yes, please.
Okay, try again. Seen some errors.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I broke it. Okay.
Not responding, is it?
Yeah, I'm getting some parse error. Hold on a sec.
Okay. Maybe it's because it doesn't have an SDP body. I can change that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This actually test requires SDP body.
Yeah, because we're using that to fuzz yesterday, so I'll change
Okay.
that. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got.
Okay, so the first one is MD5. It's working here.
Okay. Oh yeah, you forward MD5.
Yeah,
but,
we can check all.
But you picked the right. Oh, actually, by the way, hold on a second. That's the wrong test. For some reason, it puts MD5 first. It should be test 1D.
Okay.
But it does something different. Let me.
Alfred, can you use the debug so that I can see the trace?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm using a SendGraph somewhere else.
So you have a SendGraph. Okay.
Yes.
No, that's also fine, unless it crashes again.
Sorry, I think I restarted wrong test. Let's see which one. This is just VoIP test. 5060. So this is 1C. This 1C. Oh, it's my mistake. Confused myself, sorry. restart everything. Oh yeah, should be on port 562. This guy. Oh yeah, getting some. Let me.
And the 5 is still on top, though.
Hold on.
But we can selectively select the algorithm.
Okay, hold on and check the patch that I'm having this year.
Do you want to change the header order, Maxim, or do you want us to select the algorithm ourselves and do the test?
No. That's okay. I think I just confused two cases. So I confused between A and D here. So I have. Let me just share. I have a patch which seems to be for the D scenario. So this is one that corresponds to the MD5 first.
Yeah, this is 1A.
It should be 1A. What do you have in 1A? Let's see. Okay, it's the same patch for some reason. Okay, let me undo it then. So it's probably just got edited in the wrong place. 1D. So 1D. Don't need this one. Okay, that should be better. Oh yeah, now if you send it
All right. Alfred? Mm-hmm. So
oh yeah, it went through, yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So it got 3 different nonces. It took the right one and blah blah blah. So it seems to be doing the right thing. Yes, that's cool. So do you guys want to send to Dractio, or did it work?
Yeah, that would be good if it's not working. Love to see something come across.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We set that up.
So that's the first request. I tried to authenticate using SHA-512-256, but this was forbidden. Okay.
Okay, let me just have a look at that one first.
Yeah. If we try with MD5, it should go through. So
Okay.
So let me see. And the SIP extension, the to and from can be anything, right, Dave?
Yeah, it should be. Can you just do that one more time? The one that failed.
yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. That's done.
What were you, just so I can, there's a lot of spam on this network. What were you using with the to and the from?
The from and the to are
They're
100.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Yep.
Okay. And can you do 256?
Yeah, sure.
Same
That's
result.
fine.
Okay. And I guess MD5.
On that, something happens. The call gets picked up.
The call what?
Yeah, it works. We get a 200.
Okay. Okay.
The 5
Well,
seems to be the only thing working.
yeah. But Maxim, from your client, you had all success with all three?
With Maxim's implementation, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's correct. Our implementation seems to be working.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was muted. It's like, why nobody's hearing me? But essentially, we did test, I think, yesterday with SIPIt as a client and Dractio as a server, and it worked. It worked good. I can actually hold on. It should be Alice. I can actually try it again.
Mm-hmm.
So screen. So yeah, we basically now I'm getting unauthorized. Is it? I think yesterday we did go a little bit further.
We got the
Uh,
403 after the 401. Okay, once we challenged. Well, once
Oh,
we
yeah.
responded to the challenge in SHA.
is that what you got also, Maxim?
Okay, I'm using wrong username. Hold on, it's my bad. It's wrong dir. I should change to web test Tractio. And now I'm doing it again. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got it's better now. So that is with the show 512.
So that works.
256.
Well, that's interesting. I wonder what's different.
Well, that's I guess for you to look maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we still have 2.5 hours, so we can definitely retest it. Dave was very quick yesterday with his implementation and all that.
Yeah, I gotta have a look at it. I got it dropped for something else that came up. I'll try to rejoin though. Well, I'll be here, but probably muted.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Just a side note. Yesterday, I noticed that that Dave is not using very good nonce, so that's something definitely probably to improve, to make it more random and less predictable, and longer too, probably as well. I think Sandro and Alfred should probably vouch for that.
That's what we're looking into, because our nonce is, yeah, maybe it's having parser problems or something like that. Not from our side, but it's our nonce that we generate is different.
No. I'm not saying that it's related to the test. I'm saying that the nonsense that Dave's stack is using, they're a little bit weak in my view. But anyway, that's a side note, I guess. All right. Well, I'm just trying to think that if there anything else to test on this end. Yeah, I think we might be good. Do you guys want to move to stir shaken?
From our end, we're looking forward to that.
Okay, I guess I'll probably start just like we did yesterday. Maybe start a new document and share with everybody in the room, so we can document some of the setups or brainstorm, if you will. I guess we'll have rely on Fred and Vlad to help us out with this. Unless well, maybe Alfred and Sandro. Did you guys a lot of exposure to the stir shaking yet?
No.
We? No, just today. But the thing is, we have some experience with JWT on web application pen testing. So, we ported those ideas to this, and and things to do with certificates and so on also apply. So we have a few things that we would like to test on implementations out there.
I don't have a deployment with this, so it's a new module for us, and looking forward to the testing of it.
Okay, so maybe if you Fred can go over a little bit of capabilities of the module, and we'll ask maybe Vlad.
My team has nothing to do with still shaken because of my not capability to do it. And I know that SignalWire has a solution for still shaken and free switch, but I have not had time to check it out. So I will follow for another some time at least to understand Fred, but I'm waiting to listen, and then I will go do things for family. And I leave the free switch for more for auth and hash testing.
Okay, so thank you, Giovanni.
So, are there any? We do have places that. Which systems are supporting stir shaken that we have here?
We have OpenSIPs and FreeSwitch technically supporting it, but Giovanni did not have any experience, I guess, with it or any time to play with it so far, so he doesn't feel comfortable to.
I know that SignalWire announced it and that they have a solution. I don't know nothing more than this phrase that I just told. So I don't know if it's open source, if it's part of a free switch, if it's SignalWire that give it as a service. No idea at all. Sorry, my man.
Okay. Well, for what it's worth, I watched presentation they did recently about the library. Apparently, they have some library, C library, which apparently open source, but I did not have chance to check it. Apart from that, we also have some code that Andrew wrote in Python. So if something gets set up between Chameleon and OpenSIPs today, we would definitely see if we can at least put some calls through B2BA and try to validate both.
Basically, it requires keys, so at least something self-signed. It's not basically my implementation. I just ported the one from OpenSIPs. So we have it in Python now. And it is requires some development from me before I may provide something useful here. So I don't know. The biggest problem here basically are keys. It's not that difficult to generate them, but we don't need them.
Vlad,
Yeah,
what? Yeah.
I was just going to say, I mean, again, unfortunately, I'm not an expert on this, and my deployment is 0 again. But playing with this, I mean, I can give an overview of how it's supposed to work. I've been publicly critical of. Well, I'm among friends. I think this is stupid, and I think it's going to be as effective as stopping authorized calls as any spam crap that's come out in the last 10 years that's done absolutely nothing for that as well. But here it is. It's my even grumpier opinion is it's kind of a money grab because they're going to require you to use a certificate or be an authorized certificate vendor from from a very limited private entity, but that's how American telecom seems to thrive. So, but in essence, the way that the Kamailio module works is that we could use any certificate. There's a library that Asipto put out. Daniel put out a library, and it's compiled in Go. And then that library is used for doing things such as pulling the JWT and the cert, or if you have a local cert that you can compare with that. If you're a authoritative, you could have a local cert and everything, and do your checks there. So if you wanted to just verify the information in the auth header, you can do that. And if you wanted to attest or sign the message going out, then you can also add the identity using your private key that you have, and put a link as to where you're going to have the public key going, so that somebody can verify that information, and you can do the attestation level that you have, the A, B, or C. And again, why 1A, I believe, means that it's your number and you're the owner of it, I believe. So like you're a CLAC or something, but that has full power to control that number. And I think most of the scenarios that we'll see will be the level C, which is just saying that basically that number is assigned to you, and you have authorization to send it. And that way you could send a number that you have from one carrier out a different carrier, is my understanding. That's my opinion in a nutshell.
Sorry, I'm muted again. Vlad, what is your take on this? What did you use for certificates, and how did you set it up in your development testing?
Well, I also don't have a lot of experience on how to deploy it or test it, so we hadn't had the chance to actually use the module anywhere until now. So how I tested was I've generated a self-signed certificate with there's a document from 80s with an example how to generate a certificate requirement or something like that to a certificate authority for stir shaken, but as those are not popping out yet, I just used that to generate a self-signed certificate, and I've tested with that. And as a CA to compare the certificate, I just used the same one. So kind of try to trick it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we should do on the certificates either, just because I didn't know what ports, like if we had 80 or 443 open. So I did, I have a self-signed certificate that we're using for TLS connections, if you want to use that. And then I have a Let's Encrypt certificate for stirtest.kamailio.dev. And I have on that website, which is nothing, but you can pull down the public key, but it's a Let's Encrypt, so I don't know if it's going to work without having a CA as well. But it's you could just pull down the public key .pem, and then I have the private on this server just copied, and we'll go with that. But the server points differently.
You can so the certificate fetching, and it's not implemented in automatically, so you just have to script it. So maybe we can just paste a certificate there. If we generate one, it would be much more easier to test and not
well,
complicated.
if you want, I'll put the link to. And I could give you the. Because again, I'm gonna. It's a nothing site, so I could care less if everybody had the private key. If you wanted to use it for testing, that way nobody has to go through their own.
Well, we
Yeah,
need.
so-
I guess we need some shared certificate, right? So we can.
So here is the public key, which is available to everyone. And so that's what we I have in theory to put in the messaging for where you can download the certificate to verify the authentic attest to the authenticity. Man, that's and I'm a native speaker. All right, and then let me get the private key. I think I have it down here. I have the private key. I don't know if we can upload files here, can we? No.
Oh, you can just paste it, I guess, into document, for example.
Yeah, I guess so. I could send it to the email list if that's easier. Just for formatting crap, or it's up to you guys. If you want it in the document, let me grab the document. Which document are we using? The OpenSIPIt?
Day 2 notes, I can post the link, I guess.
Please.
Yeah, already, I guess, in there. How to.
I would greatly appreciate that.
Oh yeah, it's in the chat. Look.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Can you give me access? Maxim?
Yeah, it's popped up. Just give me a sec.
My guys, I leave you all.
Okay, I have that posted into the notes.
See you,
The public
Giovanni.
key and private key.
So I have to leave the PC for 5 minutes. I'll be back, or 3 minutes, something like that. I'll be back soon.
No worries, no worries. So I guess Fred, I kind of suggest maybe we'll get Pavel to send you a call and then we have another Fred in the office, and he got he got all excited.
I'm back.
Got a little bit that hi YouTube or hi Google moment. But anyway, so we want to send a call to one of you guys, either Chameleon or OpenSIPs. Have it to add some verification and done it on the other end. Is it doable?
Yeah, if you send me a call, I'm gonna log whether I can pull it down or not. But that's a good test. Let me do a test now, just to see if what happens when it's not there.
So it should be to Kamali OpenSIPsnet.
Yes.
OpenSIPIt.
OpenSIPIt, yes.
Oh, you took out the public IP.
Okay, any details on credentials or something? I just sent some raw call and it got 404.
Yeah, so I said that, yeah, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do with it. So what I see is that the stir identity failed or wasn't found. If you want to, let me just do an SNGRUP on it. Can you send it again?
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm giving you a 404. But yeah, I'm not seeing any auth header or stir or shaken in the invite.
Yeah, but that's the idea. You basically accept the call from your client who does not support stir shaken.
Okay, so that's the test that we're doing.
Yes, yes.
All right, where do you want me to send it then?
Send it to OpenSIPs after that. Vlad, what do you want us to use some specific URI or how do you want to play it?
I don't know. I don't have anything prepared here yet. Sorry, but
yeah, just send to some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know.
At OpenSIPs.
Yeah, OpenSIPs, OpenSIPit.net. Just for clarity, I will put 9678990.
so what's the
There's a lot of numbers there.
domain?
Say it again.
So what's the DNS host name for OpenSIPs or the domain? I have to set an.
It should be resolved already. It's OpenSIPit.net.
OpenSIPit.net?
OpenSIPit.net.
OpenSIPs.OpenSIPit.net? Because I see here something from Liviu from yesterday.
Yeah.
But I have to set up the whole verification step. So you want to send me a call with the identity header appended, so to verify it.
Yes, that's what Fred is setting up. So that's not the case number 2, I guess we're setting up right now. So we basically initiate call to Camelio. Camelio adds those headers, forwards it to you, and you'll check and either probably just return different error messages, so we can see which.
Okay, so you have to. I have to script this if you give me some time for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it on.
I'm going to be sending you traffic, or whenever they send an example to me, I'm just going to pass it to you so I can see if I'm sending the header even, because that will make sure that while you're getting yours, I can make sure that my header writing works. So just one second.
For that matter, probably, Pavel, it's best if you can just make your test to repeat the call every, I don't know, 20 seconds or something.
With the same parameters, or it should be changed at some point?
No, same parameters, basically, so Fred can set it up.
Okay, I'm starting the calls in like 30 seconds then.
All right.
You want to wait a minute? That would be nice.
And maybe just for the sake of entertaining people, if you can share your screen, Pavel, or something, window, we see some activity going on.
Okay, let me try to.
Yeah, I'll share mine here. So what I am doing is all right. So what I'm doing is just for testing, I'm mostly using the go up to the top. I'm mostly using the Ilio default config because I wanted to try to do what's normal for an average user to use as a starting point, with the addition of removing just a bunch of the comments, as well as adding stir, and I added API ban just so I could block some of the traffic that was coming. But as with the normal default config, like for example, this import file Ilio local doesn't exist. I'm not running SQL, but just standard stuff here for anything. I'm going to add an alias here of comilio.OpenSIPIt.net. I am allowing TLS. I'm just going to make the OpenSIPs.OpenSIPIt.net the PSTN, and then going down to PSTN and seeing what's in the local, because it's been a long time since I've used the local. All right, so I defined it there. This is, at least if you're giving me, let's get, you're not sending a plus, right?
I don't think I'm sending any plus.
Just as long as you're sending me 3 digits, I'm going to pass it.
So is there any specific CLD, CLI that you expect me to send or something?
I expect you to send at least 3 to 20 digits.
In CLD, right?
Sorry?
In called number CLD, right?
Yeah, the request. Honestly, that should do it. On the with stir, so this is loads the module. Here I have on the invite, I am checking to see if the identity is okay. And then I'm just logging whether it's there or not. So on your call, I could see that it failed or was not found. And then on a relay, I am going to take the from and the to, say I'm the authoritativeness, and then give identify where the public is, and then I have that private key local here as stir key, and I made the fun. I had it as listed as priv key, like it is for y'all, but that overwrote my key from TLS, so that was a fun 2 minutes. All right, now just gonna test to see if I screwed up the config, which I may have, who knows. All right, but at least it passes the syntax check. And so I have at least one thing going there. So let's see what's going on with the group. You're sending it all the time. So let's see if I even send it out.
Right now I'm getting instant 404.
Okay. All right, I'm giving you a not allowed. So now you're, oh, that's not you, is it?
By the way, that private key is not CDSA, it's RSA. Is it okay?
I don't know.
I'm getting 403.
All right, so you're sending it from just SIP? Like this is yours or no?
Yep, mine should be CLI CP.
Yeah, I'm not in the Andrew's question in the document. Thanks, Andrew. Maybe while guys are working, maybe you can research a little bit.
All right, so let me go to, yeah, because I'm probably doing auth. So hold on 1 second.
I worked with two implementations of StarShaken, OpenSIPs, and one library in Go. Both explicitly use ECDSA keys, so RSA keys are not allowed.
Yeah, that's true. It has to be the ECDSA keys.
Oh, wow.
All right, so I'm sending it out and see an auth in the,
You're sending it to OpenSIPs, right?
yeah, I'm sending it to 1206.1234567 at opensips.opensipit.net. I'm just not seeing any of that auth header. Let me put it in a different place. You're still sending the call, right?
Yep, just restarted.
Oh, there it went. I'm still not seeing it. Let me see if there's anything in the log or anything. That would be neat, check.
So I'm getting some invites, but they're without identity header. So OpenSIP's
Yeah, so you're rejecting. I'm trying to see why I'm not adding the identity header. Yeah, because on this next one, I'm still not doing it.
Hi, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
We're discussing this, and we think that is because you're using an RSA key and not EC key.
Okay.
Not an so you should probably generate an elliptic curve key and 256 and work with that instead of the RSA key that you're using, and reconfigure.
Yeah, but then you have to send me the certificate again.
Yeah, of course.
Can you just a tip here? Can you try to look into the 80s document that gives some short example how to generate the key?
Yeah, where is that?
Let me. So
Yeah, if you can paste the link.
Yeah. Just 1 second. I have it saved. Okay. Is it? I don't find it. So I'll post here in chat the name of the specification so you can search for it.
Okay.
It has an, I don't find it right away. It has an appendix at the end on how to generate a certificate signing request, but you just have to change a parameter with the
Okay, so
OpenSIPit
to make sure that I'm
produce.
on the same page that you are looking at, which
Have you found that document?
no, because I just did a Google for it, and I have
I have
900
found
and-
some PDF that they posted.
920 results. So
Oh, that's the good one that Maxim posted. Yeah, that's the one.
okay.
But maybe I have some notes from when I tested. Let me check.
We pasted the command that we use, or it's even in sexip idx from Camayo from Daniel.
All right, let me look at this fix too.
Check out the commands that we pasted on the chat, and that should work fine.
There are some comments, yeah, I guess. Thanks, Sandra.
All right, so everybody needs the public key, right?
Yeah. Right.
I'll put them
Okay,
both up, but hold on 1 second.
Probably just remove those keys.
I'm just going to override it. That's all. Not a big thing.
Well, Fred's doing some tests with Camelio, and it seems that it just doesn't complain about incorrect keys or
Yeah, I'll
it's
talk
not
to Daniel
found in the
about
file.
that.
Yeah, needs to be addressed.
Or could, I'm just, you know, some of it could be infamiliarity.
But still, it should probably fail if if the administrator supplies wrong type of key or something.
And again, it may, you know, I'm just not checking to see if it, you know, what the return code on it was. All right, 1 second while I'm making some changes.
So you want to place it at that link again, the new certificate?
Yes, I'm thanking you for your patience. I'm doing that now.
No, I'm not asking as a way to hurry you. Just making sure I understand where you put it.
I'm gonna put it at that link because we'll still need to get it right.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. No, just I was just asking.
No. And I'm updating the config. I'm making sure I'm not doing a right, good. Just making sure it wasn't a sim link and I didn't override my assert for real. So, that cert is updated online. Okay, I do see an identity header now added, so that was a good theory of you guys. Still getting
Yes,
the
yes.
reject.
Shall we open the champagne?
Just let me change the key in OpenSIPs. So use the new one. The certificate, I mean.
And I'll submit the. Well, I should look and see if there's any logs first. If it's a documentation issue, then I'll fix that. If it's that we're not returning an error.
So we are fine with first scenario, like CP, Kamala, OpenSIPs. For the
No, we're
game.
still waiting for Vlad to check if he can verify the identity.
Been attacked by SIP fishes.
Nah, not yet.
No, by a kitty using.
All right.
Yeah, but it makes really good test traffic generator.
Yeah, no, I've always joked to Sandra that without him, I wouldn't know if my my ports are open correctly.
Yeah.
Not me, my minions maybe.
Without your work, your contributions to the. So here's an options from.
Of course.
And then I'm just in my config. I'm just, you know, if you're too lazy to oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, I think we got through.
I gotta cancel it. In my config, if you're too lazy to change your user agent, then we do a block on you.
So what do you see? What do you see, Vlad, on your end?
So on my end, it seems like the certificate OpenSSL cannot load it, cannot verify the trusted CAs. I don't know why. It just fails to initialize that. Because I used the.
Oh, let me see 1 second.
There might be early cancel from my side. I just tried to disable it.
Alfred,
So
while waiting.
it seems that like I cannot use that that key, that certificate for the trusted CAs. So as the same as in TLS, in OpenSIPs you have to provide a certificate of for trusted CAs, so the list of trusted CAs, and also the certificate for to verify that call, and it fails on that step when I try to load that same certificate as a CA. I don't know why this happened.
All right, let me try to see if I can verify my own. I don't know if it will.
Yeah, that would be interesting, I guess.
Vlad, can you share the errors that you're seeing?
It's an internal error, not very well
Okay.
well specified. Let me just try one more thing to get rid of that parameter.
I don't remember where I put the. Nice. Needed apparently. Embarrassing that everyone could see how bad of a typer I am. All right, so it's telling me that I have an invalid character of X12. I don't know what the X12 is off the top of my head.
That instruction at the end of the document that Vlad mentioned, it's a little bit more in there. I'm not sure if it's relevant. Let me just take over the screen.
Might be an error in my.
Should we try to follow maybe it all and see if it works better?
If this makes an error. Are we still sending the calls?
I think so. Let me check.
Now I'm getting something different. So I've implemented the function, the verify function, in such a way to check all the requirements in the RFC, and there was a requirement to for the URI to be a tell URI from URI, and the two ones, because they're both ordered via asserted identity, because they're both placed in the
Okay.
in the payload of the token, the passport JSON token. So maybe can you send me calls with tell URIs? Just that.
Pavel, can you change that URI to tell URI?
Yes, let me find the proper format for tell. Don't recall it properly.
Yes. And also that way of building the certificate from that document, I guess it would be good to also check with that if there are problems with one Fred provided.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow those steps just in the background here.
Okay, yeah, thanks. I see now that you do that. Thanks.
All right, what is a caret S as a character? Do we know?
It's an unprintable character, Fred. Can you share in the chat the identity.txt contents? I'll try to decode it myself and see if anything is wrong with the JWT.
Fred, there is something wrong with that tell receiving. I'm getting 403 non-relaying.
Okay, 1 second.
Maybe you expect tell somewhere else?
Let me look at the traffic. Okay, so instead of using the tell, can you make that SIP, but then make your P asserted identity a tell?
Sure. Just a sec.
So the P asserted identity should just be tell the plus whatever. I believe is what they're going to be using, but the invite still has to be a SIP.
And you don't need the tell in URI or anywhere else?
I'm not sure on the OpenSIP side. In the URI, I just need a SIP.
Yeah, and you're right. It would be very strange if they require that. Because it won't go very well through the SIP networks at all. If they would. So I would guess it should be SIP on URI.
I'll try one other thing too.
Well, at least I got 100.
wonder if it's because there's line breaks in it when I'm copying it.
All right, I think I got something here generated.
I'm also trying something.
Okay, so insert PEM. There is insert PEM.
I have a script in Go B2BA which already sends signed invite. Where can I send it? I use the key provided by Fred.
Oh, nice. So I guess you can send it maybe to Vlad, I guess,
If you send it to me, I'm gonna.
or Fred.
I'll do. I'll at least look at it first. But hold on 1 second. I can make it so that I'm not sending it. I'm just receiving it. 1 second.
Fred, the payload looks really bad. So when we decoded it, the basics.
So what?
The payload of the JWT that you pasted on the chat, it decodes to binary characters that shouldn't be there. So that's why your tool, the SecSip IDX, is complaining. It's right to complain.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because of, again, some line breaks that seem to be in there.
The line breaks from the JWT.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and still, I mean, yeah.
I hear you. I don't have an answer right now.
Yeah. It's encoding improperly or something like that, maybe. I don't know.
You know what? All right, we're going to do a couple different things. All right, first, if you're sending the comma ilio, I can stop signing it. But what I'd like to do is, give me 1 second. I want to look at what you're sending. I'm using the from user, which is SIP, SIPP, and I'm wondering if that's going to be a problem as well. So let me change that to just a bullshit number. 1 second.
I can send any number in that SIPP.
Yeah, instead of SIPP, can you make it
just a number?
Yeah, just a number. How about a similar number to what you're sending, just off by 1 or something?
Okay.
My test call destined at Camelo have got 404.
I'm not ready to receive calls.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess you can maybe pass, if Andre, you can pass your header to Sandra, he can check the
Which
encoding.
port it
Right?
is? I tried 5060. It did not respond.
Which port, sorry, which port were? On Camellia? Hello, Andre.
Camellia responds on 5060. OpenSIPit net at 56, it did not respond at all. And still
Yeah,
does not.
we have not heard from Vlad, but what I said is you can just copy and paste that header to Sandra, right, Sandra? You can
All right,
check.
I'm now not getting a response from OpenSIPs, but I have a new identity header. So I'm trying to figure out how to, I'll just take the line breaks out.
Identity includes date, and so it's different every time.
The what?
I'm saying that the identity includes IAT, which is current time, so it is every time different.
Max, I didn't quite understand what you were suggesting. I can, of course, decode any I mean, this is base 64 decode, but tell me what.
Oh, you said you found some issues with the payload encoding in what you get from Fred, right?
Yeah, I mean the payload that Fred pasted because I couldn't, of course, take it from the screen.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is
yeah,
now
really
Andre
important.
sending this header from his implementation, so he can basically paste.
Yeah,
I've received user
We'll verify
identity
if it's
header. 428 user identity header. I received this response. Let me.
I think it's a problem with me trying to grab it from SNgrep because it's missing characters and things. So
yeah, could be.
Yeah, makes sense.
So let me try to log it.
Okay. I expect something happens at OpenSIPs. It returns user identity header, but identity header is present.
I'm still getting some errors regarding the number that it is not formatted in E164 format.
All right, can you send the URI with a plus in front and then let me modify my code as well? 1 second. But maybe the, or you know what? No. You know what? You keep sending it the way you are. I'm going to hard code it. Don't make a change on your end, okay?
Something
deal.
I should mention is that we also came across this error when testing with OpenSIPs, I think.
That had to be E164.
Yeah, and we didn't manage to get past it, and but it was only recently, so we were under time pressure.
I hear you.
As far as I remember, OpenSIP's code, it just requires plus sign at the beginning, and 11 or 12 digits. I'm sending 12 digits and plus sign, but I've got use identity header.
1 second.
Maybe it's because it's also the display in quotes in front of the actual URI.
There is no display name at all.
In PSert identity?
Oh no, I don't send the asserted identity. I just I'm sending from into.
That must be me.
Should I send it?
Do you need that display name or no? It be asserted identity.
Okay, so I am changing the. Or are you changing it too? All right, because you added the plus to the from. So 1 second. Now I got
Let
two
me just
pluses.
remove the plus and whatever it is, it's
Yeah,
a
just
way
don't
to remove it
He crashed. 1 second. Ooh. I think it's something very ugly that you should be rejecting. 1 second. Oh, for the love of God. Again, I'm sending it bad. 1 second.
In the meantime, I don't know. Do you maybe Sandra want to fuzz OpenSIPs or something?
Yes. Of course. Finally.
But we don't have any mechanisms in place to protect against it. I just prepared the script for stir shaken. So I don't.
You still working on it, or is it set up?
Yeah, I have a development here. So I've
Okay, I'm getting back now. Stale date.
I've hard coded in the script because it is possible that I've hard coded in the script in the script on the verification step the number. So I don't take the number from the actual SIP message, and I've hard coded the number, and I've put a SIP with user equals phone type of URL. Now it accepts it, but the invite also has to have a date header. I don't know if many implementations require it, but that was in the RFC. So if you want to authenticate an invite with an identity header, it also has to have a date header. Looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that message for us or is it for Fred actually?
For all of us, I guess. But something for me to fix.
Looks like all the invites I'm getting are responded with 403. So.
Okay. Do you want us to do any false testing, Vlad, or do you prefer not to?
I actually prefer not to.
Okay,
At the moment.
no problem.
All right, 1 second.
My Go B2B script now is getting stale date 403.
Yeah, that's what we were just saying.
But date is present and it is fresh.
I don't see the date header.
I'm sending it to OpenSIPit, not Camelo. Let me send it to Camelo. Sent 404, not found.
Oh, that's better. That means that the identity probably passed. No, I'm still
I
getting
don't see,
stale date.
I don't see the date. Are you
I don't
sure?
see a date header from you. And the one you're sending to me.
So Maxim, are there any tests that we should do actually?
Sorry, I'm trying to. Where is?
All right, hold on. I'm going to try to add the date header here.
Yeah. So what? Sorry, who was asking the question? Sandra?
Oh, yeah. Basically, are there any security tests that need to be done, that should be done? Because fuzzing is not going to happen, right, for OpenSIPs? Is there anything else?
Well, maybe later, I guess. Vlad, are you against fuzzing at all, or is it just while you're setting up that stir shaken scenario?
Well, firstly, the stir shaken scenario, then I don't have anything prepared for that, and I don't think I have the knowledge to.
Well, as far as I know, Livio yesterday set up some core files. So if would be useful if Sandra tries to abuse your stir shaken, I guess, and see if he can crush it.
We have done this in lab environment on OpenSIPs and with stir shaken enabled, and we did find some problems. So it would be good if you guys can, see this being reproduced. But we can do this at a later stage as well.
What your call?
Okay, let's first try to make it work.
Okay, let's maybe put another 15 or 20 minutes into setting it up if we can, and if we cannot, we might just move to the fuzzing. Everybody is okay with that. Dave, have you got any chance to figure out what was wrong with the SHA identification from Sandra earlier, if you're still there with us. I guess not. Okay. Well. I guess Sandra, you might try to fuzz Andres in the meantime. I don't know. Is it something we could try?
Oh yeah, sure. Which host name was that? Remind me.
That would be. Hold on. Where is my spreadsheet?
Let me open that.
Just give me a second. Provisioning. Back. So that would be CP underscore go B2B. I'll just post it in the channel.
Oh yeah, okay. And we fuzz the identity header, right?
Well, you can properly fuzz everything. I don't know, Andrei. You're not verifying, or could you verify identity from Sandra?
Let me see. I can try. I just need to put those certificates and keys.
We might not need any keys. Just need
Okay.
an identity header that we can replay and mess around with.
Okay, then I'm ready.
Yeah, good. Right. Let me have a chat with Alfred, and yeah, let you know when we get started then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with the OpenSIPs, the date, Andrei, did you figure out what is wrong with it?
I don't know. OpenSIPs just responds stale date. Camille looks like accepted it.
I don't see the date header actually. I don't know who sends me this code, but
Yeah, I'm
maybe-
not seeing the. I'm
I
not
can
seeing the
send
date.
once more.
Maybe
having-
Andrei, you can share your screen and show us some messages.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm sending the invite. Here it went out. Date is present, and I got stale date.
What?
I think I don't get that invite. So what is the source IP for that?
Let me see.
It's CPGO B2B. You can just look up. Yeah, what? 18.5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it now. It seems like okay. So I'll have to debug what happens, why OpenSIPit replies with stale date. I think the date is good. Seems like it's good.
Okay, I guess that's something to investigate. You got the logs, right, Vlad?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any chance we can look at the format that Camellia uses and see if it's just some parsing error?
The format for what?
For the date?
I'm not sending it.
You don't send the date? Okay, yeah, that's another problem. So it's
I'm not getting it, so I'm not adding it. I'm just also not getting it.
Okay, that's probably, I guess, goes to Pavel. Although then, if you're dealing with some old UIs, is there any way for Camellia to insert the date, or is it just not possible?
Actually, RFC mandates that if you didn't receive a date, you must generate and put it into the invite with together with the identity.
Can anyone confirm this? Vlad, is it something you're...
Sorry. So confirm that the date header must be present in the invite, or what?
Yes. Is it requirement to just so we don't?
So for verifying, as far as I know, it is required. So OpenSIPit requires it.
No. When you're, let's say you're receiving the call from whatever, like legacy PBX or legacy SIP phone, and you want to include identity. What looks like Andrei saying is that in that scenario you need to add the date.
Oh yeah. In that scenario, yes. But currently, I'm just verifying what I receive, so I don't add it myself. That makes sense. So it is expected when you verify a call to have a date.
Okay, I added the date, but now I'm getting an invalid identity again. Out the date, I get a stale. The date's now there.
So it's OpenSIPit who sends invalid identity header for C8.
Yes, I see now that actually the signature verification fails. So that's the code that you should reply when that happens. Yes, it's now we're getting into the sensible territory, so to say. Maybe the certificate that we used was not the proper one. That because Maxim was trying to generate a different one according to that document.
Okay, I generated that one according to the document. You're saying that the certificate that we're using right now isn't good?
Yeah, it seems like it does not verify the signature.
Okay. So that's what about if I guess that's signature from Camellia, right?
Yeah, that's the signature from Camellia, I think.
Okay. What if we reverse the roles and send the call from OpenSIPs to Camellia?
Do you want me to try sending the call to OpenSIPs?
I'm set up to receive it. I'll give you a 404, but it will be fine. Or I'll probably send it back.
I can try to increase the logging level to see a bit more clearly the error with the signature. Just give me a few more minutes, and then we can try to reverse the roles.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I generated some key. We can try it too, if that helps in any way. But I think the key itself seems very simple. Just key. Now, did we try sending from Go B2B to Camellia?
Yes. It just returned 404.
Okay. So, Fred, what about on that end? Can you verify identity?
I'll see it in the log if it's there or not. If it's verified. So I could tell you if we're verifying it or not.
Should I send the fresh one?
Yeah, send another one. Does not hurt anyone.
One. Still
Wait, let me know when
404.
you're sending it.
It's already there.
All right, can you send it again, please?
Yes. You should see it
Okay,
now.
so yep, there's an identity there, and I am getting. I'm getting that it's the identity.
So sorry, what are you getting, Fred?
Rejection of the identity.
You don't see it in ziplog or what? I can show this in ziplog.
Okay, I
Sure.
mean, the identify failed, so it failed to be because of that a valid cert that with the HTTP that you're sending?
HTTP is invalid, but it is present. Let me show.
Okay, but I mean, we're going to use that to check it, right?
Here is that invite.
Right. So if you look, so like the certs.example.org,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that valid? If I go there
No,
and pull that
no,
PIM? Okay,
it's not valid.
so I don't anticipate it passing.
Mm.
I think you should use that URL in the document, right, Fred? It's tier test Camelio dev cert PIM.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's if you're going to use the cert that I generated, then that will be
That's
valid.
the one. Yeah, okay. But
Yep.
for this test, what do we use? How?
Well, I mean, I think
how
if you use the whatever cert you did, we need to be able to download the public key. Right?
Yeah, I understand. It's not required actually, but yes, makes sense.
Well, I mean, I think if it's not required, then I need to have that key and know to look it up, right? Because otherwise, how am I going to get the key?
RFC
valid.
allows to cache the certificates and do not access them directly via that
Right. So
X5.
then I need the certificate.
Yeah, I'm changing the URL now. Here we go again. 404 steel.
Yeah, you're never going to get a non-404, I don't think. But let's see.
Here it is. Now it's that HTTPS you sent.
Yeah, but that's the wrong certificate, right? It's not matching whatever.
It matches.
It matches, okay.
Yeah.
I suppose this is the wrong timing for us to start fuzzing, right, Andriy?
Yeah.
No problem.
Can you run on different port, Andrew, and just
Yeah, I can start on, for example, 5061.
yeah, just make sure you enable the logs and in different file.
Yeah.
So we can check if something gets broken.
My B2B runs. By the way, it requires authentication now. Should I remove that digest?
Was that question for me?
Yeah.
Yes, I guess, or maybe just give password if it helps.
Yeah.
It's the same as for test instances of Max.
So
Is
it's
it
the
on
same in the Excel sheet, the long one, right?
Yeah.
With R6 Z blah blah blah.
Yeah. Username OpenSIPIt
All right. We have it.
2020.
No problem. Yeah. And port 5061?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
in other news, I've been able to verify that the identity that we're sending is good. Let me put it into the chat. So when we append one, that's what it looks like. I got it from the log. And so I don't know if you want to verify it, Sandra, when you're done with whatever you're doing, but that is passing, which is
Sure, I'll
nice.
check it out.
So I'm not sure why it's failing on your guy's side, because if I do that, it passes.
So we're starting some small tests just to make sure it's working, and then we will start the proper fuzzing on port 5061.
And it works if I use the public key on the net too. So chosen OK.
Fred, your payload decodes fine.
Yeah. So that's what we're sending to OpenSIPs, but still getting the rejection.
What? How does it look on your end?
I'm still trying to understand what's happening here. I guess it's also because the numbers in the payload in the JSON token do not correspond with the ones in the SIP when I verify, because I changed them, and when it tries to just compare the payload of the token with the SIP, it says that the signature would not verify nevertheless because the numbers are different. So
I'm using the from user and the request user. So I don't know if which
actually,
ones you're using.
I'm using the P asserted identity and the two users.
Instead of the two, can you use the request user?
No, I guess it has to be two.
It's hard coded to that?
Yeah, the implementation just.
Okay. 1 second. Change it online.
There was a question on that, Vlad. Is it a requirement of the RFC or is it just configuration?
The two user is the request user with a plus in front of it, though. So it should be fine. So it's using the from user and the to user, because I'm changing the to user.
So the two user is identical to the request PRI.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but oh yeah, it is.
I am still getting a failure on yours though.
I just have to look a bit more into it, I guess.
Well, here, let me try one other thing. I don't like that. And change it to the 2 to be you instead of me.
By the way, it is possible to add date on CP side before it's sent to Camellia or OpenSIPit.
It's okay, but for this scenario, I think it's important that that the proxy will insert it, because it's we're talking about some old phone or something which does not have this flexibility.
And I'm still getting an invalid header, and I changed the 2 to be yours.
Can you try to the p-asserted identity to not put a domain? I guess I think that this may be wrong. And
Okay, no problem. Don't change anything on the SIP. I'll handle it here in 1 second.
And in the from header, the same thing. If you can put a LURI.
No,
So even
that's not valid SIP though.
What?
Right? I mean, the from should be from's going to be a SIP. Let's face it.
Oh, okay. Then you can put the user equals phone parameter. So
I think you're going outside of RFC on that one. I mean, I don't think we have to do that. I don't want to have to bend it on that one. I mean, I would expect a valid SIP URI to be fine. It doesn't have to be tell on that aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Andre, can you check if the process is still running on port 5061? Because we're not getting any responses back.
Oh my god, did
Yes,
they killed it?
It runs.
It runs? Okay.
Yeah.
Suspense.
That's
Is it still
not
active?
responding to options even, which it was before. We did not do much, but
Let me restart it. It is restarted.
All right, I've changed the P asserted identity. Still getting the same thing. I think changing the from to a phone doesn't seem like that's going to be that doesn't seem like it should be something we have to do.
Just have to restart. Just 1 second.
Well, technically speaking, from is not used in anywhere in cFlow, but I'm not sure. I'm not saying we should change it.
It was about adding a parameter like user equal phone or changing the number in from to phone. Because I thought it was all about just adding, appending the parameter at the end of the from header.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to allow for caller ID. You have to allow for. I mean, the from domain is valid. It's a SIP. I can't see that being changed.
Mm-hmm.
I have changed the P asserted identity to match the tell without a phone number or anything like that. I mean, without a domain. So it's a valid tell URI in E164.
So you are stripping the plus I am sending, right?
You're sending a plus and I'm keeping it. So the tell is the P asserted identity is a tell colon +1 917 728 1161, which is what we're using for the identity. Which again, if I run the identity check, it seems to match. I'm not getting a response.
Okay, so now the only error I get is from the from. So I don't know, just for the sake of testing, can you put a user equals from parameter in from? In a two, sorry, in two.
Pavel can do it, I guess, on his end.
In the two, you want a user parameter of. All right, so in the two or in the from?
In the two.
Okay,
Okay, let me edit then.
I'll do it. Or if you want to do it, that's fine too.
Okay, shall I also adjust that P asserted identity domain? Like
No,
domain.
please don't change anything else because I'm hard coding some things based on what my expected response from you is.
Okay. So I'm just adding the user font to the to header.
Thank you.
Andrei, did you make any changes? Did you restart the server or something?
Yeah, I'm not getting a response.
No, not it runs. I'm just
Guys, I need
try
2
to
minutes. I'll be
test
right
it
back.
with my own another instance of B2BA. It looks like it works.
Oh, does it look like it's working for you?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Let me try to run another invite. Without any fuzzing, of course. Still, yeah. Ah, 5061, yeah. Not getting anything, but let me check with Alfred if this is the same test that we were doing before.
Oh, okay. That's probably, sorry, guys. I guess it's my fault. I don't think we have 5061 open on UDP side. So if you want to use port, use any port above 10,000.
Oh, okay.
So Andrei, can you move that B2BA to?
Actually, I moved it into 5060 for fuzz testing, and other tests I will perform from different ports, so not a problem. So I'm now at 5060.
Okay. Yep, that's cool. And we need to authenticate. Okay, I'll get back to this then.
I'm not getting a response.
From Vlad, I suppose, right?
OpenSIPIt, yeah.
What are you configuring stuff, or what is?
I don't see the invites from Fred.
Oh.
I'm sending them.
That's strange. They are coming to him. Here is another new one.
I am sending them. You do an SN grep, are you seeing it? Or, you know,
Yeah, I'm
jump?
looking in an SN grep. And
port 56.
Sorry?
I'm sending it to 172.31.16.202.5060.
Yeah. Oh, okay, but I don't see the two header different than before. Wow.
Yes, there's a. Okay, yep, I see that on this one, but I'm not getting a response from you though. Is the big thing.
Oh yeah, I have to change the. It's some logic in the script. So if the function fails entirely, it's an error. I don't respond. So maybe I could change that.
Okay, no problem. 1 second. Okay, now I'm getting the invalid call. Invalid identity header.
Yeah, it's the same as before. I guess the signature failing.
But you receive the user phone into header, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, before that it was some header mismatch, right?
Well, before that?
Yeah, I think before that we're trying to fix that user phone, right?
Yeah.
Andrei, we're having problem authenticating somehow.
Yeah, it's wrong code. I think I need to remove it. It was some ad hoc code which is not very well tested. Was not very well tested, so I'm removing it.
No problems.
What are you checking something, or no, what is it?
Authentication fail. So
No, I'm talking to Vlad.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm checking to see why the signature fails. I'm still trying to understand it. Or maybe you want to move on to another scenario. I don't know.
Yeah, well, looks like it's the issue tougher than we thought. I guess we yet to do successful call. So now we're waiting, Vlad. So with the scenario when Go B2B sends to you, Fred, what is is there any debug or why it fails?
Well, I mean, I don't know why it's failing, right? So when I run the payload, it passes. So when I do the check on the identity that I'm sending, it passes. When I do the check on the identity that I'm getting, that fails when OpenSIPit is sending it to me. But when I check the one that I'm sending, it passes a verification. So I'm not sure.
Oh, that's not OpenSIPit, that's from Andres.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, where is that coming from?
For a long time, actually. Sandra, by the way, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, well, wherever Andre is sending it me from, then that is failing the authentication.
And I guess you don't have any.
It's only I don't have details as to why it's failed.
I'm just thinking how we can debug it further, or can we? In general, like general observation, I guess it's not very debug friendly right now. I guess new code very few people really debug it. Yeah, Vlad, let us know if you got any ideas. Be right back.
All right, so like here is another example payload. So I don't know if anybody can try to identify this or on their own. That's what we're sending. When I test that, it comes out good. If you want to try to send me another one that you're sending, I would love to. I'll do the same thing. we can see if that.
Just quick question about this, Fred. How are you testing it?
With the SEC SIP IDX. So I'm running that identity header, and then I'm using the public key through the net.
So Andre, we are, of course, running our tests. We're just getting 408 request timeouts for each invite that we send. Yeah, that's the results so far. No, I mean, it's responding, just the timeout, of course. Is that expected?
Don't think so. Actually, I made a mistake. Getting the error messages into the terminal. I'm restarting, so it goes into log. Maybe it was buffering this terminal.
Yep.
Andre, if you could send me another one, I'd love to test it.
Yeah, one moment.
A lot of tasks.
Just let me know because I'm in a log mode.
I'm sending.
Okay.
Okay. You should have it.
All right, thank you.
Just one thing I have to add about that that identity header I received. So I've tried to use to decode base 64 decode it, and I see that in the payload of that JSON, the origination telephone number appears to not be decoded correctly. So I've just looked at the
Can you
trace.
paste what you have?
So just is in the chat, or because there's a document that I don't have access to yet, but in the chat.
No, can you paste your you said you decoded the JSON. Can you paste that, please?
Yeah. So it's
Sandra, I think I don't understand what's going on. My B2B UA is just resends call further, and it sends to Python B2B UA, and I believe it is not present or something like that. Because of that,
Oh yeah, I can start it if you want.
Yeah, I'm resending at 5060.
5060. Okay, just give me a sec. I'll start it.
Then I'll need you to send it again, but I'll tell you when because I wasn't logging it correctly. I'm so sorry. So just 1 second.
Should it be the number from 2 and URI or PSRT identity? Because 1206 is that PSRT 2 number, not PSRT.
whom am I speaking to? Panel.
Well, it was to Vlad and Fred, I believe. Because the output Vlad posted was with number 1061234.
If you can resend me the auth header, I'm so sorry. I'm logging it better now. Right, so you are saying that the TN.
Yeah, the dest TN should be the 2, and the orig TN should be the PS certain identity.
All right, and so,
So
you see those.
correspond to what's in SIP, what's in as headers. So
I
what's in
am
the
not-
payload?
Okay, I hear you.
Like,
It looks like there's a line break in what you posted. But
maybe.
But I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not getting that, so it's weird. So 1 second. And then Andre, if you just let me know when you send it, I'll check it.
I'm sending.
Yours is from Anonymous, right?
No. Both numbers +1, 2, 3, and such.
Let me grab it.
Yeah, it's not the line break problem. I had a line break, but it's still bogus when I decoded. I just used the online based 64 decoder and just pasted that that part from the JSON.
All right, so this is what I'm getting from you, Andre. And let me run that.
Yeah, it's me.
Hi guys, we're about to head out. Quite tired today, but thanks for the opportunity, and I hope that we can do it again sometime soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Sandra. Yeah, that was a pleasure to have you guys, and yeah, we're definitely looking forward to see you later doing this thing. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we should do it more. Instead of kind of trying to pack a lot of stuff into.
I
Like,
verify that what you're sending is good, Andre.
oh, nice.
Super.
So yeah, just to finish that, I'm saying that maybe we should just do it more often, but more like a smaller groups and more targeted towards specific RFC.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah,
It's
makes sense.
a little bit difficult to organize and have everyone to subscribe for a long time. Anyway, thank you again, and yeah, have a good night.
You too.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alfred. Thank you, Sandra.
Bye bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh, did Fred left?
Everyone said thanks, everyone, and left.
Everyone got tired, I guess.
It's kind of late here too in Romania.
Yeah. But we've been getting some somewhere. So, but yeah, I guess. And by the way, I think Sandra hit some issues in our parser.
Yeah, we got a lot of such stuff with UTF-8. Luckily, Go-B2BA does not have it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's really. I will have to look into that. But I don't think it causes any troubles. But yeah, some cool stuff here. All right. Well, Vlad, are you still with us?
Yeah, but I was just thinking about how long you plan on
No, I
continuing,
mean
because it's kind
everybody
of
pretty
late.
much left, so it's just you, me, Andrei, and Pavel left.
I think
I'm not.
we can end it here somehow. Maybe, I don't know, draw some conclusions and continue sometime some other time, or
Yes, I think that's reasonable. So let me just for the sake of the stuff we're sharing on YouTube. I think I got some final remarks. Yes.
can you share that document with me, because I don't have it.
Oh, you don't? Oh, that's a shame. Did you get it?
Yes. Thank you.
So yeah, I guess to sum it up in a way, I think in general we proved that it's quite useful exercise for the new RFCs in particular. Quite some issues been fixed. We also got a new implementation of some work implementing or integrating stir shake, and I done some fixing and some other development on the testing side. So yeah, I guess sum it up. It was good. As I mentioned to Sandra, we'll probably do it more often than we originally planned. Maybe originally we were thinking doing it like once a year, but it seems we might benefit from maybe doing it more like twice a year for one day or something like that. Hopefully with wider participation of different projects. So yeah, again, thanks everybody for participating.
Can we leave these, are we going to leave these instances up for a day or two? I just have a few more fixes I'd like to verify at some point.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Dave. Thanks. We can leave it up and yeah, just let me know when you're done with it, or if you want us to retest some of the scenarios.
Okay, great.
I would definitely be looking forward to that. Yeah, and then I will probably ask if you guys have anything anything valuable for posteriority, like scripts or anything. I'm not sure really how useful that would be, but we may set up some kind of GitHub and share with everybody. And yeah, stay in touch in general. Yeah, you guys want to say something or any final remarks?
It was nice to participate in all that thread. Like, it was really promising to me.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for giving us the chance to test this new StarShaken module real life. It seems like there are a lot more problems that when you try to integrate it with other people.
Yeah,
Than
I left some
Test.
notes. If you guys can add something to that document, feel free. Everyone has an access. So I guess we got something for you guys at OpenSIPit to look at with its stale data, and I'm not sure who was generating or decoding incorrect. That might be something to investigate as well. But yeah, let's hope we can retest this in a few months, and hopefully we'll use it some knowledge on this one.
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks, Dave. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, Andrei. Thanks, Pavel, and everyone else who has left already. But without all of you, it was not be possible. So yeah, thanks you. Thanks for putting time and effort. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good
Everyone.
day or night.
Thank you.
Bye bye.